have those products growing up? I used to hear always use bleach and glow, but you'd have to have about...
Okay, number one, this is the situation. I have a skin disorder.
You should not say he's an animal. You should not say he's Jacko. I'm not a Jacko. Yeah, wacko Jacko. Where'd that come from? What you saw what happened to Lady Diana? You tell me.
For most of his life, Michael Jackson was polite, soft-spoken, almost impossible to provoke. But after years of rumors, accusations, and tabloid headlines, there were moments when even Michael Jackson had enough.
You're getting close to your 40th birthday. How is it the way you feel about music?
I did not circle that question.
I'm sorry.
Calling for an investigation by Children's Services as a result of the baby gang. Go to hell.
Common musical phrases in your songs that you write?
Common musical phrases?
Do you know what that means?
Yeah, but I don't know if you know what it means.
And Tommy Mottola is a devil. It became the all-time best-selling albums in history in the Guinness Book of World Records. Overnight, they called me a freak. They called me a homosexual. They called me a child molester. They said I tried to bleach my skin. They made everything to turn the public against me.
You don't climb trees?
No, I do not.
You're missing out.
This boy.
Totally false. Before I would hurt a child, I would slip my wrists. I would never hurt a child. These are totally false. I was outraged. I've helped many, many, many children, thousands of children. Cancer kids, leukemia kids. This is one of many.
Most of my life doing what I do, and I've never attacked another fellow artist. Great artists don't do that. You don't have to do that.
I think he only did it because he knew he could get away with it because you're Michael Jackson.
Yeah, but it doesn't hurt, really. It's silly, it's kind of elementary, but I hope he's having fun.
And Michael would later go on to buy Eminem's entire masters.
One of the things I said to him was, think about getting into music publishing. And then he looked at me, I thought he was joking, he said, I'm going to get yours.
Today, we're following the timeline of every major interview where Michael fought back against reporters. And trust me, by the time we get to Martin Bashir, you'll understand why Michael never looked at the media the same way again.
Where did that he thing come from? It just comes out of singing. Wait.
So before we get to the confrontations, let's start with one of Michael's most famous interviews. In February 1993, Michael Jackson sat down with Oprah Winfrey at Neverland Ranch. More than 60 million people watched. At the time, Michael rarely gave interviews. This was the biggest television event of the year. The interview was mostly friendly, but there were moments where Michael clearly became uncomfortable, especially when Oprah brought up his appearance, plastic surgery, skin color, and more.
I used to have those products growing up. I used to hear always use bleach and glow, but you'd have to have about 300,000 gallons to...
Okay, number one, this is the situation. I have a skin disorder. What about all the millions of people who sit out in the sun to become darker, to become other than what they are?
Is your skin lighter because you don't like being black?
Okay,
And Oprah would go on to ask many questions, and she was not giving up. Oprah around this time wanted to be front page news because around this time, like I said, Michael barely gave any interviews, and she was going to try and squeeze and provoke as much information out of him as possible.
How much plastic surgery have you had?
very, very little. Read my book, Moonwalker. It's in my book. You know, let's just put it this way. If all the people in Hollywood who have had plastic surgery, if they went on vacation, there wouldn't be a person left in town.
Just want to get this straight. You are not taking anything to change the color of your skin?
Oh, God, no.
You did not.
The press has made up so much god-awful, horrifying stories that are completely appalling. Completely appalling. The more often a person tells a lie, the more times you hear a lie, I mean, you begin to believe it. I did a commercial for Pepsi, and I was burned very badly. And we settled for like $1 million, and I gave all the money. We built this place called the Michael Jackson Burn Center.
Although Michael is always trying to explain everything clearly to Oprah, Oprah still keeps giving him more and more digs, and she starts asking about his family and more personal issues.
It's embarrassing for me to ask you this, but I'm going to ask you anyway. Are you a virgin?
How could you ask me that question?
I just want to know.
That is so stupid. That's the most ridiculous, horrifying story I've ever heard. It's crazy. Me, when I was little, why would I want a white child to play me? I'm a black American. I'm proud to be a black American. I am proud of my race. I am proud of who I am. I have a lot of pride in who I am and dignity. That's like you wanting an Oriental person to play you as a child. Does that make sense?
No. Is that, we were talking about the rumors. One of the strangest ones I heard was that, we've spent so much time trying to dispel the rumors, trying to get the truth out, that I haven't had a really opportunity to talk to you about how you conceive.
And this is one of the most viral moments online from the interview, when Oprah is trying to speak to Michael, but he is too busy doing his thing.
He thing come from? It just comes out of singing. Wait. It doesn't seem to matter, and it doesn't seem like the will is right.
The next interview Michael would have would be with Diane Sawyer, when him and Lisa Marie Presley officially did their first ever interview. And everybody was so skeptical, including Diane herself, who was known to be a harsh interviewer.
About the charges, did the two of you talk about the impact of the marriage on the allegations?
Absolutely not.
Clear. You have said that you would never harm a child. I want to be specific as I can. Child.
Never, ever. I could never harm a child or anyone. It's not in my heart. It's not who I am.
From this boy about those kinds of things.
The police photographs that they took of me.
Yes.
There was nothing that matched me to those charges.
There was nothing. There was nothing that concurred.
That's why I'm sitting here talking to you today. There was not one iota of information that was found that could connect me.
So when we've heard that there was a marking of some kind.
No markings. We got together again with my advisors, and they advised me it was hands down a unanimous decision. Resolve the case. This could be something that could go on for 7 years.
How much money was it?
Let's get it behind us.
And let's be clear, Diane Sawyer was not holding back, and you can see Michael get very frustrated because at this point he's constantly being asked these questions. But this interview was not the worst one he experienced. The Bashir interview was the one that changed everything.
You physically changed, haven't you? The photographs of you, if I look at them.
No, it's called adolescence. It's called growing and changing.
Yeah, but even the shape of your face has changed.
No, it has not. I've had no plastic surgery on my face, just my nose. It helped me breathe better so I can hit higher notes and have clear. The press decided to add on all this stuff. Nothing's been done to my eyes, cheekbones, chins, lips, nothing.
So why are you so defensive when people say Mick Jagger's had one, Paul McCartney may have had one, Michael Jackson's had one?
They don't do it that way.
What do they do?
I mean, while we've talked, I've begun to understand how difficult that was for you, how unhappy you were as a child.
Yeah.
As an adolescent, how unhappy you were about your appearance. You told me in Neverland that you're
Yeah, just to.
But if I look at some of the photographs of you in your adolescence.
Yeah, I changed. People change.
But even after, when you did the Thriller album, your lips are very different now to what they were then. But they do look different.
No, sorry.
You don't think
lips.
so?
Nope.
But you know, on a serious point, in some ways I can understand it because
I'm happy with my lips.
No, but forget the lips, but specifically. But
and on the next video, we're going to be looking at Michael Jackson's most shadiest moments. So make sure you guys like and subscribe. See you on the next video.
Look. The police pulled him out.
What was he doing? He was doing a Jackson dance.
He was doing every time he starts, the police pull him out. Every time. He could never get on a roll.